Alright, we are on to match 2 of our Dominaria Sealed League, just waiting for our opponent to join the match as well. Our first match, as you may have seen, was a success. I don't entirely believe that was for the reasons of our deck is great, but because our opponent kind of got stuck, and then we were lucky enough to attach one of these guys onto a Yargle. And obviously this is not a hand to keep. 6 lands and an Arcane Flight is not going to get me there, so I'm going to be mulling this away. This is a significantly better hand. I actually, not going to lie, I kind of am okay with this hand. So I'm going to keep this. I will put that on the bottom. Because if I get to play this turn 1, Mesa Unicorn turn 2, and then this trades away or just chumps into something, getting to make my Mesa Unicorn a 3/3 with lifelink, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright. Go ahead and drop that and pass the turn. My thing is stopping on the begin combat phase for them, and I don't actually know why, and this is choosing not to change. So, I'll have to figure that out later. But 2/1/1 Saprolings. Okay. Cloud Reader Sphinx, which is going to be great if we can get some blue mana. I'm going to go ahead and play the Mesa Unicorn here. Pass the turn, not attacking in. Well, I could attack in. Just try to get it to trade, try to make a 3/3. It doesn't seem bad. Do I want to? I highly doubt they block, though. They're just going to let it come in, and I'd rather be blocking on the return. You know, I saw a card last match that was in red. It was just a 3/1 haste that the construct would be very good at blocking. Ooh, Deathbloom Thallid. So a 3/2 that gets a 1/1 upon dying. Okay, so we have a 4th land. If we can get one, if we can draw an island, that'll let us play this next turn, which will be a pretty good swing. Let's see, do we want to attack in with the Unicorn? We do have Adamant Will to hold up for it. I think I do attack in with the Construct here. I should have attacked in with it the last turn. I'm sure they'll block it, but they choose not to. Not too much to my surprise. And then what I can do is I'll have Adamant Will. If they decide to attack with this guy next turn, I'll probably just put the Unicorn in front of it, play this, gain 4 life. Yeah, it's not like the craziest play in the world, but we'll go ahead. It'll get them a 3rd Saprling. But it does get Shivan Fired, so that's unfortunate. Shivan Fire is a very strong card. Alright, Eviscerate is very good here. I'm not, of course, going to play it because I don't, they want this thing to die, and I'm not going to play it on a 1/1. That seems pointless, but if they do end up coming out with a stronger card than what they have on board, Eviscerate is going to be a very good card for me. It does look like they're stuck on 3 mana. They did not play a land last turn. Nothing here. Alright, and here I don't even want to block with Sparring Construct just because I don't even have another creature to put my counter on. Another Deathbloom Thallid. Okay. Okay, so there's an island. I'm going to go ahead and play the Cloud Reader Sphinx, get a flyer on board. It'll be able to block very well, and it'll let me scry too, which hopefully will just kind of set things up nicely. So what we have on top is Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, which I definitely do not want here. Well, it would let me kill something and it would let me bring something back because I do have Umezawa in my hand, so I'd be able to play it and then play this the next turn, but I think the upside is just not there. Like, what am I really going to bring back? So I'm going to put that on the bottom. Knight of Grace, I do believe I'll take. It's going to be a very strong card against this entire board, so I'll keep that on top. And pass my turn. And now that I do have another creature on board, the Sparring Construct is kind of back to where I feel comfortable blocking with it. Next turn I'll be able to play the Knight and play Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive. I wouldn't be surprised if they... See, I thought they actually might attack just to get some more Sapperlings on the field, but 3/2s, I suppose, are stronger than 1/1s. That makes sense. Especially because, well, they don't have any reason for that. I keep thinking about, Sapperling synergies in Standard and just not actually considering the fact that we're not in Standard. Alright, so I will start here by attacking. And then I'll play my 2 creatures in my second main. I'm feeling a lot better about where we're at in the game right now. Just because, I'm filling up my board very nicely. And I do still have Eviscerate in my hand if something crazy happens and things get out of control. One of the fears with, any of the token synergies in this set is that they're going to play a Torgar. And I know they're not on double black yet, so I'm safe from that, but it is, it would be very good, and Eviscerate is strong to remove a creature like that. Alright, so this is a look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 2 in your hand, and then take 2. And they're playing that on my end step. I did almost forget that Tetsuko had this second effect of creatures power 1 or less can't be blocked. So if I do need to just get in that extra little point here, Sparring Construct will actually allow me to do such a thing. Okay, so Windgrace Acolyte. It's going to gain him 3 life, and it's a 3/2 flyer. That's still realistically not that scary. I had this in my sealed pool, but I ended up not playing it just because 3/2 for 5 didn't feel like a good stat line. It's possible I still should have, just because it's a flyer, but I had a pretty decent high end. Okay, Cabal Paladin. I'm still fine with that here, I think. So I will attack with my Knight of Grace. Not attack with Umezawa. Not attack with this, but I'll also attack with my Cloud Reader. And then if Knight of Grace gets blocked in a way that I'm just really hurting for, it's going to die and it's not going to be able to take out 2 creatures, then I do have Eviscerate. I think I attack with Knight of Grace here. Because if he blocks with this guy or any of these guys, I just eat him immediately. But if he blocks with both, then my Knight of Grace will die, unless I want to Eviscerate one of them. I think I'm going to see what they do. actually, I'm just going to attack in with the Cloud Reader Sphinx, because they're just going to end up double blocking it with something here. And then Knight of Grace is one of the things that's really keeping their board back. Oh, crap, I just passed the turn. I should have played Cabal Paladin there. I just auto-clicked through it. But it does leave Eviscerate up, so maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Okay, Thallid Omnivore. 1 mana, sack another creature, gets +2/+2 till end of turn, and then if you sack it, then you gain 2 life that way. That actually does seem like a creature I'm going to want to kill. Okay, so they'll get in for 3 here. Just fine. I think I might just go ahead and kill the Omnivore. Yeah. Oh, this is a sorcery. What do I know? I'm bad at this game. Alright. Ooh, so this is really exciting for me here, because I'll actually be able to tap an artifact, my Sparring Construct, to play this for 4 mana. And that's just going to be great for me, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and attack in with this. And then I'm going to play this guy and tapping my artifact. Still a little frustrated that I missed my Cabal Paladin trigger there, and I didn't get to play it. Not miss the trigger, but just miss the time to actually cast it, because I was click happy here. Hopefully it doesn't have a huge impact on the game. It would have drained them for 2 on that turn, because the Djinn is historic, but that was my fault. Okay, so this is bad. It pumps pretty much their entire team here. That's definitely going to be a target for Eviscerate on my next turn. Definitely going to be a target. Now, what are they going to do here? Because I could see them attacking in with a lot of things. Attacking in with, like, these guys and the Omnivore, maybe, hoping that I don't block the Omnivore, and then they have the ability to sack up to 4 things. Yeah, so they're going to attack in with the Omnivore. I was worried I'd missed a word and this did have Trample or something, but it doesn't, so I'm going to just be putting Umezawa in front of it. Next turn, I do believe I'll be using Eviscerate on the Lord, just because I really don't want to mess with that. Yeah, I'm just going to do it now. It's making their team significantly stronger. I'll be able to attack in for 8 in the air here. I'll leave my Sparring Construct and Knight of Grace on the ground, not attacking in, because this would get double blocked and just killed. The Sparring Construct has no reason to attack. I presume he's going to activate this ability and sack it, gain 2 life, but he did not. Because that would have made this fizzle, which doesn't actually matter. He would have been losing this regardless, but he would have gained 2 life off of it. Unless he has a 4-mana instant that he's planning on playing. I don't know what that would be. Again, I'm just not as familiar with this set as I could be. So, knowing a lot of those combat tricks that might be coming just aren't in my range right now. Alright, is he going to have a follow-up to just deal a 3 extra damage, maybe? I hope not. Looks like he does, though. Oh no, so his 4 mana was just to get a little bit of card advantage here. So I can understand that. That makes sense to me. He probably feels like he's in a dire spot, and getting to cast the Dark Bargain, technically, you know, a 4-point life swing there is just more important. Okay, so I'll be putting the Construct in front of this, letting it die, putting my 1/1 counter on, I'm going to put it on the Sphinx just to be safe. I could put it on the Knight of Grace, but I just don't think there's any reason to here. Because I put it on the Knight of Grace, and if I do want to attack him with it, if something crazy happens, then even if they do double block it with both these guys, it lives, and they would have to block it with literally, like, it's not possible. There actually might just not be any upside to putting it on the Sphinx here. I'm going to be crazy and put it on the Knight. Just as I feel like with these guys, I'm winning. As long as they stay on the field, I'm winning regardless. And if something does happen to one of them, there's a lot more upside to having it on my Knight. Oh my gosh. Reach, Trample, Multani. That is not the card I wanted to see. So he's going to get +1/+1 for each land he controls and in the graveyard. Gosh, that's going to be like a 10/10. And he's got Reach. Oh no. Okay. That is rough. Oh gosh, what do I do here? I think I just attack in with both of these guys. One of them will get in, one's going to die, and then the next turn I have to hope I find a removal spell. There's no way, right? Oh no. That is the last. I felt like I had this game wrapped up. Okay, so if I attack him with both of these, I get in for 3. Then the next turn, I have to find a removal, and I still only have one of them, so there's no point in me attacking. Just going to play this guy out. I don't know if I have anything in my deck that's going to save me here. Oh, another flyer and gaining 3 life. That is not good. So he's going to attack in with the Multani. I'm not going to get that name right. What do I block it with? It's a 12/12. Probably just swings out with everything, right? He didn't attack at all? I think surely if he would have attacked with everything, he would have won there. But now I'm in a situation where I just have Arcane Flight. I can attack with 3 in the air. Oh, we can block 2, though. Dang it. Is there a way? So I have 5, 5, and 3. And he's able to block 2. So yeah, I just don't think there is. I think I hold everything up and hope that he's scared to attack in again next turn, and I can use the Arcane Flight to my advantage then. I feel like he has to just attack in with everything here. I don't really have a chump blocker for the Thallid. But he definitely will kill me with it if it goes unblocked. So I probably just put... I'm going to put this guy in front of him. Yeah. Let's see. Vicious Offering or something. Come on. Yargle. Okay. So this is gonna... He's gonna lose two life off of this. Go to 9. And then I can equip Yargle with Arcane Flight. Obviously, it can't attack in this turn. I feel like he probably just has this game wrapped up, but I feel like there's some way I could probably, if he continues to just not really attack, I feel like there's some way I could get out of this. I am curious if these Saprolings are going to end up being a deck in Standard. I've heard a lot of people talk about the potential that they have just for, sacrifice outlets and just, they have a Lord now and just a lot of things that seem to work together with them. And I've heard from some people testing them that they're actually looking pretty solid, which almost surprises me. But I'll be interested to see. Okay. So I have to block both of these guys. I'm going to block this here. And then if I put that there, I still take 9. So it's the Djinn that I actually have to put in its way. Yeah, It's going to sack something for the Omnivore. What else does he got? Something big, unfortunately, it looks like. Sheevan Fire for the Yargle. Okay, I'm just going to concede. Go to game 2. Alright, I'm not sure if I have anything in here I would want in this match. Maybe I want to play my own Acolyte? I do want to bring in this again. I again wish I would have just mainboarded it. This I don't actually think is going to do me much good. Yeah, let's just do this. Gonna have to play pretty quickly these 2 games because we did take a lot of time with that first one. I think we're down to only like 11 or 12 minutes, unfortunately. I would like to play first. This hand doesn't look great. I'm gonna mull it. And I will definitely keep this. I actually like this a lot. Put that on top. I won't have a turn 2 play otherwise, so. Play that turn 2, Academy Drake on turn 3, and if I can draw into another swamp, I can play Josu Vess, which won't be kicked, of course, but will be pretty solid still. Can't figure out if I actually like this Sapper Sparring construct or not. I truly do not yet know if it's a good card. Okay. Same beginning for both of us here, pretty much. So I do find a white mana. That's good for later game. A little unfortunate for needing that extra swamp for Josu. That'll be alright. Go ahead and pass the turn. I'm going to attack with this guy here. Just, I think the sooner I'm able to get that counter, the better off I am. They're not going to attack in next turn either, regardless with me having the Academy Drake out, so it's a free point of damage either way. I do have a combat trick here if I end up needing it. And if I'm able to play Josu first, then it'll actually gain lifelink if I target Josu with it. Come on, Swamp. That's actually pretty okay as well. I'm going to attack him with both of these guys. Okay, so Thallid Omnivore coming down. That is a card I would like to kill if I have the ability to, just because that is a pain. Ooh, Juggernaut. I'll play that. I'm going to attack him with my Drake. I think the Sparring Construct is actually good to block here on the Thallid Omnivore. Hopefully I'll be able to use one of these combat tricks to my advantage when blocking Omnivore. That'll be the goal, at least, to try to kind of surprise them and get that off the field. Llanowar Elves, which luckily is far enough into the game that I don't think it's going to be a huge swing. I mean, if they're stuck on lands and they have like a big 5-mana beater in their hand, then it's going to be bad, but I'm not as fearful as if they would have played it on turn 1. Okay, so I am able to hold up several combat tricks here. I'm going to go ahead and jump in with it. Now, if I attack with the Sparring Construct and they block the Omnivore with it, they can make this thing a 5/5 with 1. Yeah, so that's not a good call. I'm going to attack with just these guys. Really thinking about where they want to block here. Okay, so this is actually, I think, great, because they're going to sack 2 creatures into this guy, and then I'm still going to keep the Juggernaut alive. And then what I'm going to do is they're making it a 5/5. The question is if they're going to activate this again, just to keep it alive and kill the Juggernaut, making it a 7/7. I'm going to hope that they do here, actually. Because this would still trade. I actually think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Make sure the Juggernaut doesn't die. And then the goal is going to be for them to sack both of these to make it a 9/9. And then still end up being able to play this and kill it. But they're just going to let it die here. Okay. Alright. That works for me. Got a scary creature off the board and got them to sack one of their tokens. You have to keep in mind we're in the range of Multani. But we just got one of these flyers. It's going to take them up to 17 life. Ooh, they sent a Sheevan Fire to the graveyard. Very happy to see that. Even though they don't actually have any red mana at the moment. Okay, Vicious Offering, that's good. That will kill a lot of things. I'm going to go ahead and go into combat. I'm going to attack with this guy, because I can Vicious Offering that if he blocks here. And I'm going to attack with this. Yeah, let's just see what happens. So he's hoping he's going to be able to trade this for the Juggernaut. But I'm going to end up... Do I activate Vicious Offering on it, or I just do Blessing of Bells and Lock? I think I want to wait on this until hopefully I can play that. These will trade, and I'll get to put this counter on the... surely I just want to put this on the Academy Drake. I'm still eternally fearful of Multani here, which looks like they are playing, of course. But if I just attack with the Juggernaut, I'll actually be able to trade with it, which will be pretty cool. I have to imagine they're going to block. Yep. So for them to get this back from their graveyard, they have to return 2 lands he controls. So that's actually going to put him... It's going to mean 3 turns before he's able to cast it again. And he's not... Well, I guess he can do both of those to bounce that. But what are we going to see here? Okay, another one of these Acolytes. Don't really want to attack into that anymore with the Drake without having some sort of a combat trick. Gosh, just not... I mean, by the time I see the swamp, I'm actually going to be able to kick this thing. Because I'm at, what, 7 now? I'm only 2 away. Or 3 away. Not attacking, because I would just trade, and I don't want to do that. Really are getting low on time if I want to win 2 of these, which is very concerning. I have to imagine they're just returning Multani here. Yeah. And he can actually play Multani now. Yeah, I think this game is probably just over for me. Multani having Trample and Reach, gosh, that's just so very, very good. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I don't have any way out of this. Okay, on to match 3.